Namaste. I'm running a little late, but here I am. Everybody's getting on board. We have a circle in person at the Cosmic Center with these amazing light workers who are here. So like old times. Okay, who's panelist? I don't know. Okay, hold on. Okay. Hi, Deborah, Donna, Dorothy, Ava, Maripat. Hello, Maripat. Nancy and Shara. Hi, Shara and Stephanie. Hi, guys. Okay, let me get the chat up and going. So listen to this. The Frontier, because we have Frontier, the guy just left. The Frontier Tech just left, just like 3 minutes ago. So that's why we're running a little behind. And hi, Shara, hello all. And happy to have you always, Shara. Thank you for sending your light. So it's just been a little rushed, and it was one of those days where people just stopped in unexpectedly, and some people with major transformation, like, hi, do you recognize who I am? I'm like, wow, okay, completely different. Just amazing kind of stuff. So it's all good. And some of you know that I did break my foot. Okay, that was 2 weeks ago, but I'm very happy to report that it is healing. It's healing really at a very accelerated rate. So I'm almost like kind of moving around at the same speed I do, but with a boot. But I am still being careful. But I did put it up for 2 weeks. The universe said, stop, slow down, and center. And so what I did is I watched Chinese soap operas for 2 weeks. I know everything about the King Dynasty, all the different consorts, noblewomen, concubines, main wives, second wife, emperor, the whole 9 yards. So it was really amazing. Guess what? The same old stuff, the same old human stuff. Jealousy, power grabs. I said, oh my God, that's what's happening right now. Nothing has changed, but the light workers are here to make a difference. Okay. So first of all, I would like to say, is there anybody here who's new for the very first time? There's no one here. Hi, Ashley. There's no one here in the physical presence of the Cosmic Center, but who may be on for the very first time? Please let me know. And I'm hoping that people who did get on a little early, I was about maybe 7 to 10 minutes late. I hope they know to come back and check. Okay, anybody that's on for the very first time, you could just put into the chat and say, hi, I'm new. Okay, but it looks like I think everybody has been on before, so I think we're good. Usually we have about 19 to 20 people. I only see 9 now, so I'm just hoping that they didn't come on early and think it didn't happen. The anchoring light has to happen every single Monday, and it has happened. Susan, you've been here from the beginning. Oh, yeah. 15 years, or 14 years, going 15. Yeah, every single Monday without fail for 14 years, going 15 years. It's July, the anniversary, was just asked when is the anniversary. It's actually July 7th. It's July 7th. So actually this happened in, let's see if I can, July, which is a 7, on the 7th day in 2007.
And where was that at the chiropractor's office?
No, that was actually at Shrine of the Master, which is now Sarasota, the very first one.
We got so many.
Yeah, because that's when the transition was trying to break it up. It couldn't do it. And but we never missed a Monday. Yeah, that was a very interesting time. That was definitely a very interdimensional experience of the light and the dark, going back and forth over the anchoring light. Who's going to win? We're going to stop it. No, you can't. We're going to continue. No, we were going to come after you. But here we are. So I'm going to tell you who triumphed, right? The guys behind me over here, that's who triumphed. But not to say that the other forces didn't try. They sure did. And it's real good, because speaking of that, the past 2 weeks, I don't know, it's been like this for other people. But let me see. Maripat says, I believe I did something else here, but not this. Okay, Maripat, you were at the Cosmic Center at some point. That was the summer I woke up. Congratulations. She's awake. Well, you want to hear something? I just mentioned something. I just have to share this story real quick. I'm not going to go on Facebook. I'll start next week, do the little chat. So I was speaking to Ashley. And so I was just giving a little background. And, I had this download. I don't know if you guys can see the symbol back there, but it's round with the thing. I usually wear it also. But basically in 1979, I didn't know anything about channeling. I mean, this was like, I don't know. I'm just walking along, singing a song, minding my own business. And then bam, this information, this what we tell download came in so strong. I said, I think I got to write this down. It was just so strong. It wouldn't go away. And they didn't have the vocabulary that we have now about oneness and unity consciousness, but I called it the universal cause, meaning there's one cause for all creation, for all create. And this is way back when, before I know what I know now, but that came in so strong. And so that has always set me that experience. Well, when I was 2.5, I had experience, but this is the one that was clearly about a higher understanding that everything is connected. We're all one. So way back when, I was saying, I've always sensed and knew that I was supposed to be head of like a church or some kind of a spiritual organization. I've always known that, and even on my visualization board way back 100 years ago, I put like, the church and all of that. And so all these years, okay, since I got that symbol, 33 years it was, to be exact, I'm like, well, I was with different churches and I was on their platform, and I said, well, maybe this is where I'm supposed to be. This really, I'm just part of a leadership. I'm not really like, supposed to do it, but this is what I didn't know. First of all, it was not a traditional church. In fact, it was not even going to be a spiritualist church. They said, girlfriend, you are galactic. I didn't know. I didn't even know the word galactic at the time, or cosmic. They said they were just waiting until I woke up to this. And when I woke up, I said, oh my God. I said, we work with the Ascended Masters. Oh my God, we work. I was thinking here. And they said, no. Here, this is the new vibe. This is the new frequency. And so there are those new energies that are coming that a certain groups tap into. And now all is important. They're all important, but somebody has to be the cutting, pioneering machete through the forest to make a new path. They said, that's what you guys do. I'm like, okay, but guess what? You will have the ability and the support and the love, okay, to be able to do this. And so here we are, 14, going into 15 years doing this kind of work. But I was not awake to this level of understanding, and it took 33 years. And it's when I came back from Bolivia and from Peru, I had a whole experience with that, and an initiation. And when I came back, after 33 years of having that experience, is when they said, now you can open up the spiritual organization that you have some level of destiny to do. I'm like, so when you say, gee, I don't think anything is happening, it was 33 years, okay? Because on the higher realms, that's like an instant like this. It may seem really long for us, but guess what? It's now what, 14 years, right? It seems like it's a long time. So everything is relative. Everything is relative. Just be your authentic self, and trust and know that everything will fall into place. Okay, so it is 7:02, and again, welcome everybody. It's been an interesting day. I just want to mention I did meet a person that I did know as a gentleman who is like an amazing sculptrist. I mean, this guy is a sculptor, like has been commissioned from very big organizations to do sculpture. And just an amazing artist, just absolutely amazing. And the thing about it is that he came in today as a woman. He says, do you recognize me? And I'm like, I know the face. And so he in his own healing. And he told me a little bit about his background and where he is now and in finding himself and da 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 da. Is that, of course, I was all embracing. I hugged him. I said, "Oh my gosh, what's your name now?" He gave me the name and it referred to her as her because that's how she sees herself, as her identity, and whatever that healing process is. And in the just real quick in our talking, because he's going through some emotional stuff and so on and so forth, and he's back here where I'm at. And one of the things I just reminded him of who she was, you are an artist that has been gifted by God to do what you do. Don't forget that part, because that doesn't change. And it was like a blessing to say, remember that part. Okay. Less than what? A quarter of the percent can do what you do. I mean, and when I talk about a sculptress of the highest caliber, I'm talking about amazing statues that this guy has done, just looking at your face and then just creating it. So that was a quite an impactful experience. And again, I support anybody who must be their authentic selves. And that's what I say to everyone. And sometimes it takes a lot of courage to be your authentic self and to trust in that part of yourself, because the world will try for you to doubt who you are or how you really feel. And there's a new word called gaslighting now. Now, gaslighting is going to be someone who's going to try to convince you that something is a certain way when you know deep in your heart it's not that way. And you can't give in to the pressure to say, no, this is how it is because I said it to you 2 billion times. No, it's not how it is. My inner self knows, and I'm sticking with that. Okay, so it's so easy to see out there how people can be brainwashed. Because affirmations do work because it's repetition, but ideally is an affirmation is repetition that's positive and uplifting. That same tool can be used for the opposite. And you have to be discerning. The Holy Spirit, this is the time of the Holy Spirit, the awakening of the divine Shekinah. And part of it I just mentioned today was divine discernment. We better tap into our divine discernment. And particularly in the days and weeks and months and years to come, you rely on that. You rely on your own intuition. I don't care who's in front of you telling you 2 billion different things that it's that. If you know in your heart it isn't, you don't go for it. You don't go for it. So that's why we're all here together to grow together and be strong together as we go forward. All righty. So, I'm so looking forward to this meditation. I so need it. We all do. Okay, so we're going to get started. And I'm going to start off, first of all, with our blessings. And then when our I want to have a stone. If somebody could go into my office and get whichever stone that you see in the top, I don't care which one it is. I'd like to work with the mineral. Yeah, and an essential oil. Yeah, let's do that. Thank you. I'm happy everybody's here. Okay, so what we're going to do, I want to just mention a couple of wonderful things that are coming up before I get started. One, our own wonderful Reverend Annie is having a special event on December the 11th. In fact, I spoke to somebody regarding that and they were interested. I said, I'll send the information. We don't advertise it out there because, again, divine discernment. But what it is, it's working with special plant medicine. And as I say, special plant medicine is not a plant, it's a combination, but it has powerful effects of healing and inspiration. And of course, if Reverend Annie is doing it, it's coming from the highest light to be able to experience this. One of the things, it could take like, in an instant as opposed to years of therapy. It can be very inspiring and opening and healing to an individual. Everybody has their own experience. But if you have an interest in this, it's going to be physically here at the Cosmic Center. It's going to be on December the 11th. If you are local and you say, gee, I'd like to experience that, then let me know. You could just put it in the chat, your email, and I'll get that to Reverend Annie. But again, it will be on December 11th, Saturday, December the 11th. The other thing I want to mention is that I'm pinching myself like this is really real. I always thought if Dr. Hurtak, because we do study the keys of Enoch here, the Pistis Sophia, and the great work of the Academy of Future Science. So for those of you who know J.J. Hurtak, you have great illuminaries like, for example, William Henry and Mirabai and a whole bunch of other people. They look to Dr. Hurtak, okay, because he had an experience in the 1970s. That's with the Academy of Future Science and with Enoch. And so when you see here the names of God and what we do is very, very deep, esoteric, light knowledge, and he helps to bring this in. And so there are many people who know who Dr. J.J. Hurtak is. If you're not familiar, just Google Keys of Enoch and explains like everything. So it's a great, great body of work, like how you would have the Seth books, like how you would have Urantha, those like really heavy duty esoteric knowledge. This is what he offers. I would even say it is a higher capstone teaching. There are other teachings that are like that, but this is like, I would say, really, really up there. Anyway, bottom line is that, okay, Stephanie is very interested, so I will get that to you. I'll take a picture of that. All right, Stephanie, we will be in touch with you. What I'm going to do is take this picture so I see it, and I'll give your email and information to Reverend Annie. Okay, got that. So what was that? So Dr. Hurtak will be here also with Alan Steinfeld and his wife, JJ, Dr. Desiree Hurtak. The three of them will be here on the 15th of January and the 16th of January. And what they have to say is very important because it's going to be talking about the next decade and what to expect, what to be prepared for, what's unfolding now, and what will continue to unfold. So we're talking obviously on much higher levels, galactic level, what's happening, how it affects us. Okay, so that's going to be, and we will advertise that. That'll be out there soon. Nanika, okay, Nanika, and working with Reverend Annie. Nanika, if you could just make it easy, just give me your email address, Nanika, and then that way it makes it easy and I'll just send it to Reverend Annie. Okay, thank you. All righty then, so we're going to get started. And again, welcome. If anybody is new, just put in the chat, hi, I'm new. Let me